Before I start this video, I'm going to be cutting it into two sections, one using Overwatch as a main example, then after that explaining how other games can be affected by this as well. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe and comment, and thank you as always for watching. I've been playing Overwatch since it came out. I remember specifically buying it 1 week after its first release back in like late May or early June. I loved it immediately, loved how it was different from other games that I've played. Not only the fact that it was a 6v6, but in the fact that it had diverse characters, unique abilities, and tactics in it. So for me, that was something that I really wanted to get into, because I've never played anything like that before. Decent maps, decent modes, and decent team plays. Now, I stopped playing it around early 2017, I kind of took a hiatus and started replaying it back in early 2019, and I haven't stopped since. I enjoyed playing as multiple characters and getting used to using them in diverse ways. Some characters are better than others in certain team scenarios and even on certain maps, and for me, that was amazing. Getting used to so many characters and learning which ones are a good fit for you and which ones work well with other characters, and even on top of which maps work best for those combos, was insane for me to learn, and that's why I love the game and I still do. So it's no surprise I was pumped for Overwatch 2, finally a PvE where we get more story than like the Halloween Junkerstein update or the Archives Anniversary missions. But after seeing some of the gameplay and after seeing some of the more loot box / battle pass information, I'm disappointed in Blizzard. All anyone wanted was a nice PvE, same style of PvP with better maps, maybe more upgrades on characters, new heroes, and you can even throw in the loot boxes, but maybe remove microtransactions to further get up. I like leveling up and getting a loot box based on like that grinding reward, like I genuinely enjoyed that. But now with this recent update, it seems we're getting a battle pass, which sucks for a lot of reasons. First off, Overwatch avoided the whole battle pass implementation due to it being an older 2016 game, but it still had microtransactions, which blows and ruins games, which is what I'm going to get into later on in this video. Now with it being implemented, it's even more of a cash grab because it's with the times. Second, there's going to be a free version of the Battle Pass, which will apparently, and I use that word loosely, apparently, have all the new unlockable heroes in it. Now, if any of you know how Battle Passes work, you know you have to complete missions or level up to advance in them. Let's say level 3 levels up and you get loot, level 7 you get a skin for like Soldier, and then level 20 you get like a new hero. That's fair, right? Nope, you'd be dead wrong. So if someone grinded for hours and hours and I get queued with them in PvP and they have 4 heroes unlocked and my roster only has the base characters, I'm 1000% at a disadvantage now, which is BS. Now I get it, we want to unlock certain things and use them and feel accomplished, we got them. But it still doesn't fix the queue issue. If someone has 4 heroes unlocked and I have 0, am I going to get queued with them, or is it only going to be queued with the people who are similar to my Battle Pass level? Is there going to be proper matchmaking? Now, if we look at competitive PvP, and what it can be, the new mode where you got like Rock'em Sock and Robot pushing a car is kinda cool. It's like a tug of war and whoever gives up more ground loses, that's fine. But just based on some of the characters, it looks like they added some skills, changed like a few of their abilities and said, yep, let's call this Overwatch 2, the masses will love it. They like barely even discussed PvE, and that's one of the main reasons I want this game. I wanted Overwatch story mode. I'm not too mad about PvP in certain aspects, if and only if PvE is awesome, which is what I'm worried about. I also have zero idea how the Battle Pass will affect Overwatch 2. If it's just like cosmetics only, then I don't care, I really don't. Cosmetics don't affect gameplay, you just look cooler on the maps, that's it. My main concern though is that we're forcing players to grind a battle pass for cosmetics rather than loot boxes, which we got from leveling up or clearing stages for the first time, and the reason this is bigger is because it 110% goes without saying, the free battle pass is not going to have any of the awesome skins that a premium battle pass would have. With loot boxes, it was all up to fate. Open a loot box, see what you get. Yes, it forced people to pay more, and at certain times you could actually pay for specific skins, but you haven't solved that gambling issue still. An easy fix would be no microtransactions. I bet when companies hear that, they like scream in fear. No microtransactions, continued level up earning loot boxes, And if we have a battle pass, do not make it contingent on specific things like heroes or skins. Or maybe make the free players grind a little bit harder or longer for more skins and make the premium pass easier to get skins, but reward both players with the same stuff so that way it doesn't have to force free-to-play players to want to pay money to get cooler looking stuff. Or, oh, I don't know, have no pass at all and just play the fucking game for what it's meant to be. Greed is stupid. I like the concept, level up, loot box. But now we have cosmetics dependent on the battle pass, which isn't fair. And yes, I'm fully aware other games have it, and I still think it's stupid that we have to pay more and more for them, which I'm gonna get into later on. Getting rid of loot boxes was dumb because now you're just forcing people to gamble and pay money in another way. So very eye-opening, Blizzard, you've solved World Gambling Editions, 10 out of 10. Now, branching off the main example and going into the final bit based on battle passes for other games and games to come, they're problematic for pretty much every possible reason. For starters, if you're playing a Battle Royale, which is a free-to-play game, and I'm gonna put quotes on free-to-play game, you're most likely gonna have a battle pass. As stated before, there's a free one and a premium one. If you played Fortnite, Call of Duty, PUBG, Apex Legends, Valorant, this applies to all of those. The main benefit of the battle pass is feeling accomplished. You now have flashy apparel and emotes. Congratulations, you've done nothing when it comes to actually winning a match. Now with Overwatch, as I said before, based on if the battle pass affects who you can unlock and use, if other games do the same thing in terms of weapons or attachments like grenades and flashbangs, this is going to become beyond problematic. I'm also not sure if games already do this, and if they do, that's the start of something that's going to become horrible for free-to-play players, which I'm going to get into as well. Imagine queuing in a game and you have a little pistol and you're going up against someone who has a bazooka or a heavy machine gun. Another reason this becomes problematic is because it kills off all those free-to-play players. It forces everyone to spend money to be better. Flashy apparel incentivizes people to want to buy it, and if it gets to the point where it does matter if you have free or premium pass, in the sense that it will now actually affect gameplay based on the examples I gave, instead of just cosmetics, free-to-play players will 100% cease to exist, since they'd never be able to win against someone who spends a lot of money and is always winning the game. So once again, congratulations, your greed forces people to spend more than they need to, and can cause addiction to gambling, which is a real thing. It does happen. It happens with regular games, and especially gacha games. Remember the days of a base video game and then like a few DLC packs that were like cool add-ons, whether it was more story or a few additional maps, but it was maybe like $3 for a certain map, or maybe $5 for a very mini DLC, maybe $10, $15 for like a bigger DLC, which really expanded the game and gave you a bunch of additional things within the game, like the greatest game ever, Skyrim? Yeah, me too. Anyway, as someone who literally speaks while I have Overwatch gameplay in the background, it hits home for me with one of the most played games I've ever owned. Let me know what you all think in the comments below. What you think of the future of Overwatch, and overall microtransactions in other games, battle passes in other games, and how it's actually affecting competitiveness when it comes to the games, and whether or not people have to actually pay certain amounts of money to start to win games. What are your thoughts on free-to-play players? Are they going to be extinct because of something like this? As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.